From the Colorado State Capitol building, it's Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos.
Joey Sly to kick off for Tennessee.
With my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Sly set to get this one going. Off we go from Denver. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready, watch out. Watch the outside. Go.
Throwing right away on the game's first play. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And that will lead to a second down.
Hold on, set. Ready. 180. Don't go. Hey, Ricky.
Working out of the gun, it's Hicks. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard.
Hold on, set. Ready. 180. Watch out.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down.
Hold on, set. Ready. 180. Watch out.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's caught. It's Powell. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Denver first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Ready. 180. Watch out.
He'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Roger McCreary up from his corner spot makes the play.
2nd and 6 at the Titans' 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 6.
Hold on, set. Ready. 180. Watch out.
Stick with him again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
At the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Captain, ready.
Here's Nix to throw. He finds Mims. It's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 21 on that connection. First down, Broncos.
Ready.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. This one into the hands of Powell. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
They'll go with him again. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Trying to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
The kicker on for the extra point.
It seems across the league, Mike, that there's really 2 types of teams off the bye. There's the teams that are still on vacation, and it takes them a little while to get back into playing shape. And then there's the teams that come out hot. And I'm not sure anyone really understands how to handle the bye better than others, but for this unit here, that is probably as good as they could have hoped. They had a clear plan, well executed. Now they have the ability for the rest of the game to play with a lead.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Bobcat. Ready. Crack ball 80. Go now. Steady.
Right to the air goes Ward. Open man, that's Kyle Williams. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Opening carry of the game for Tyjae Spears. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down.
Let's go. Cavity Lions.
To throw is Ward. Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. And he will get into the end zone. Kick Okonkwo. Touchdown Titans. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Oh my son. Ready. Ready, my son.
Play action now. It's next. The coverage right there. And it's knocked away. Incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. It's 2nd down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Oh my son.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And a pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Denver 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
At the 41, 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8.
Oh my son. Ready. Ready, my son.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's swung out to Harvey. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Now give on the ground, finding room to the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. That's his
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
Get it! Let's go!
On the ground, it's Spears to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down past the 45. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Steady.
Now, first down throw for Ward. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. This one going to be sniffed out. Thrown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back. Because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
Buffalo 18.
Shotgun snap for Ward. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Williams there. And it'll be third down.
So I'm not really sure if that would have mattered, Mike. I don't think they were going to have enough to pick up the first down either way. But at least if that ball's completed, third down's just a little bit more manageable. Because now after the incomplete, they find themselves in third and pass.
It is third and long.
Here we go. Here we go. Bravo 80. Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Ready?
From the gun, here's Ward. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. So on fourth down, time to kick it away. Jake Camarda to do the honors. Return man steering clear of this one. They're going to mark it down at the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
Almost set. Don't go. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog. Ready. Ready.
Hicks, now to throw it here on first down. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
That's good.
That's a gain of 19. And a very quick first down.
First and 10.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
So from the 39, they come up on first and 10.
Ready. Ready. Ready.
They'll throw. It's Nix. And that one incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and Frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hold on, set. Ready.
To throw is Nix. This one on target, it's Dobbs. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Throwing. Nix. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll start this drive on the ground with speed. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? You see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Okay, break.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, Ward. He swung out wide to Spears. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Pre-snap, the quarterback really liked this man matchup on his running back. He's thinking the speed of the back of the flat can run away from that defender. So give him a lot of credit. The speed and awareness to keep up with him and bring him down for no gain.
Third and 11.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
On the give, it's Pollard. Here's Jake Camarda now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. He'll return it from the 11. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready.
Drive will start on the ground, and he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
At the 22-yard line.
2 minutes to go here
Pick up with 6.
till halftime.
Brings up second.
Greg and I return to Denver after this. Here comes 2nd and 4.
Hold on, son. Ready. Ready, ready.
Back to throw is Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 4.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Hold on, son. Ready. Ready, ready.
Throwing is Nix. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Ready. Ready.
Handoff now for Harvey, who managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Roger McCreary up from his corner spot makes the play.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Hold on, son. Ready. Ready, ready. Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's hot. It's Powell. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the 1st half clock.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hold on, son. Ole. Ready. Ready, ready.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
At the 50-yard
Really
line.
well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Hold on, son. Ready.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a man down the field. That's Powell. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 50. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they get the timeout. So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. This from 30 yards out. His kick is good. And the Broncos build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
Hawk 70. 70 Lions.
They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Liking it.
Here's Ward. Working free downfield. It is Williams. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Get it. Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
On first down, Ward. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head. So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
Third down. Way to go.
Here we go. Here we go. Dragon 60.
Ward to throw again. In the middle, and he's got his man complete. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. First down for Tennessee.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for.
Okay, ready?
Because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Bronco 80.
A run up the middle, Spears, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Got it. Ready?
Look him up on a second down and 8.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. Go.
Once again, it's Spears. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. 2. Here we go.
Tag! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Ready?
Play action. Ward. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Ready?
Spear. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Well, it's clear they didn't have a lot of confidence in their ability to generate enough push inside. That's why they decided to attempt this run on the perimeter. But watch the speed and pursuit of this defense to string this ball out, and they're able to take them down for a loss.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal.
Let's go! 19 Tiger! 19 Tiger! Ready, right?
To throw is Ward. He's got his big tight end. Big Okonkwo. Touchdown Titans. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Up to the 12! Hey!
They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 9.
Oh my God!
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down.
Oh, and they had a shot there, Mike. He just overthrows his man, and this just comes down to just continuing to get on the same page. This is a feel throw, a feel route. Just puts a little too much air on it, and he just can't quite run it down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
A nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Here we go! Here we go! Ready?
Off the bootleg, it's Ward. Throw on the run is complete. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Gain of 23 yards.
Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Ready? Panthers, take go.
Play fake, now Ward to throw. That's caught by Spears out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
13 yards.
Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Titan first down.
And that's just an awesome play, especially in the midst of that kind of pressure. The second his head turned around, there was a guy right in his face, but he gets the ball out quick, right as he's being hit, and his guy does the rest with the ball in his hands.
60 Eagles.
On first down, it's Ward. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Watch the twist.
They'll send the receiver in motion to the left.
Get up.
To the air again, Ward. Now a screen, here's Pollard. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Here we go, shot. Viking 18. Mustang 19. Let's go.
Pollard.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
The Titans will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Back. Bronco 80. Viking 18. Ready.
They snap it to Ward. That's taken in, and he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
They get 18 on that one. First down for Tennessee.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
So not quite first and goal. It's first
Come
and
on.
10.
Set.
They're pretty close.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
So 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Get it! 70 Lions! Warriors 70! Ready, ready?
Start of the fourth quarter, and it's a run by Pollard. And he'll take this down to about the 7.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
19 Tiger! Ready?
Out of the gun, Ward. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Big play coming up. This is third down.
Cowboy 70 Timberwolves! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Check out!
From the gun, here's Ward. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito. He gets there for the sack, setting up fourth down. So, here's the kicker, Joey Sly in a pressure spot. This to tie things up here in the fourth. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he'll take this up past the 40, pickup of 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's second and 4. Now Nick's going to look to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game late. And this is third down.
Ready!
Back to throw is Nix. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
A gain of 26
A
yards.
big one there on third down. Good for 26 yards.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. He continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 5.
Almost set! Ready! Ready! Ready!
On the give, it's Harvey. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Oh, my son!
The RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First and 10.
So that's a big first down conversion because, Mike, as you take a look at the game clock, if they play this right, not only do they put themselves in position to score here to win this at the end, but they also can leave very little time left for their opponent to try to go down and answer.
What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Oh, my son!
A run once more, that's Harvey.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
High game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal.
Ready, 44.
From the shotgun, here's Nick. There's that man again, another catch.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Now, 2nd and goal.
Oh, my son! Ready! Ready, my son!
2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal.
Oh, my son! Ready!
They'll drop to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Denver.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. He's found his receiver, Boucher. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, That's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
14 on the pickup. That's good for a Titan first down.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. 70 Lions. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Throwing, Ward.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
At the 37-yard line.
Throwing again is Ward. This is caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage, no gain to show for it.
Now, that was a nice looking grab. Really nice footwork there on the sideline to stay in bounds, but after all that, it's still not going to result in very much.
On the set.
The offense having a tough time with this noise. It's 3rd and 6.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Ward to throw again. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Ready.
Will they bring the heat for 4th and 6?
Get it. Cowboy 80. Hurt. Ready.
Again, it's Ward. Now he had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos have just about sealed up this football game.
On my set. Ready.
Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them.
On my set.
2nd and 11.
Ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X